Why does the Indian women's cricket team always seem to crumble under pressure? A stranded Harmanpreet Kaur at the non-striker's end, sighing in disbelief as India once again throws away a winnable game of bat and ball. This has been an all-too-common occurrence in the recent past for Indian cricket fans, and questions have to be asked. India's campaign at the ongoing ICC Women's T20 World Cup has come to an abrupt end after Pakistan's defeat against New Zealand, a day after Australia nicked a 9-run victory against the women in blue. This is the first time since 2016 that India has failed to reach the semifinals of the T20 World Cup. The early signs were alarming. India went down without a fight against New Zealand, and the lack of batting depth and ability to play according to the situation was pretty obvious. However, back-to-back wins against Pakistan and Sri Lanka papered over the cracks. But when it was time to face off against the best team in the world, India faltered again. The worrying bit is that this was India's 26th defeat against Australia in 35 T20 internationals, and 5th out of 7 in T20 World Cups. While the Australian all-rounders all contributed, their Indian counterparts were found wanting. This loss also felt eerily familiar to the 2022 Commonwealth Games gold medal match. India needed 44 to win from 33 balls with 8 wickets in hand. They eventually made a meal of it, losing all 8 wickets for 34 runs and falling to, yet again, a 9-run defeat. The margin of victory might have been the same against Australia on Sunday night, but a lot of the legwork was done admirably well by Captain Harmanpreet Kaur. Despite that, India imploded during the course of a tragic last over. For the casual fan, it might be easy to brush aside the last couple of weeks as a one-off. What with the obvious talent in the team and the pipeline that is being created with the help of the Women's Premier League. But fans who have followed this team for some time would all agree that crossing the finish line has been an issue for them. Since the start of 2022, India has won a bilateral T20 series only against Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. In that time, the squad has lost against Australia and England twice and only managed to draw the recent home series against South Africa. A solitary Asia Cup title and an Asian Games gold is all that the team has to show for their efforts. One would have expected a virtual World Cup quarter-final against Australia to be one of those occasions where the penny finally drops for a team that is, on its day, capable of beating anyone. Sadly, that didn't happen, and it hasn't happened as often as it should have in the last 5 years.